Good morning. Welcome to this Reiki session for setting an intention for your day. For this session, I really want to invite in a sense of balance. I think very often when we are looking to welcome in more focus, sometimes, not always, but sometimes, it can be at the expense of our sense of calm and I think sometimes even our sense of peace. So it can also at times start to corrode our sense of self-worth. It gets too far, and by that I just mean that we kind of weave our sense of self-worth and our value into our productivity, our ideas about what success means. And so for this session, what I would like to invite is a sense of balance with these different aspects. And I think one key here for me is inviting in a sense of grounding. Also, when I start my mornings with intention, I think it's incredibly helpful, and it's a sort of guidepost throughout the day. So that's kind of what we're going to be focusing on here today. Waking up in the morning, I think it's a nice time to reset, and I like to do little things for myself, putting a little bit of cream on my hands, doing a little bit of very light stretching. If I do anything too intense in the morning, it can kind of throw me off. So in the mornings, I like to keep it very gentle and just get a little bit of flow happening, wake up my body. So that's sort of the way that I like to start. But we're gonna go back a little bit to right when you wake up. Although you could use this for any time that you'd like. But for me, right when I wake up and I'm lying in bed with my dog and my partner, I usually cuddle with my dog for a bit. My partner usually wakes up and does a meditation out in the living room. I usually do my meditation lying in bed, which happens to be right here. So I like to start off with some breathing and some body awareness and emotional awareness, just a little bit of scanning through my body. Then I begin to set my intention. We'll go through that in a minute. So I'm going to start here just by doing a little bit of energetic clearing So clearing anything that you might be holding on to from the night, clearing anything that you might want to release, and just generally trying to invite a sense of emptiness. So a sense of an opportunity to fill yourself up. Feel nice and clean, nice and clear, so that you can fill yourself up with the intention that you want for the day. So I really hope that this is an empowering session for you. And I'm sending you love, and it is kind of fun to chat you through some of the things that I like to do. I'm starting just above your head here, moving the selenite wand above your head like that, and then moving down. It feels really good right now. I charged it in the full moon. So let's just start by doing some energetic clearing, starting at the crown and moving down. Starting at the crown and moving down. There we go. Very good. So, this is a good time just to check in with your body. We'll start with your physical body. Is there any part of your physical body that feels a little tight, a little held? Do you feel any blockages in your physical body? This is a great time to just give yourself some of that loving presence. You deserve this loving presence. And when we first wake up in the morning, we're so receptive. We're so open like a sponge. And I would encourage you to be really mindful and intentional about what you invite in that first little window when you first wake up, because I think this can have an enormous impact on your energy for the day. I know a lot of people talk about this, but if you turn right to your phone or to go online first thing and check your email or check your to-dos or automatically get into the productive loop, I guess, that productivity, success, to-do lists, inundated with other people's perspectives and things like that. I think sometimes what can happen is that we are being sort of flung into our day instead of taking charge of our day and choosing our steps. So this is about you taking charge, taking the reins, and having that beautiful empowerment to move through the day from a place that you want to move. So I'm now going to light our candle so that we can set that intention. And while we do this, I'll sort of chat you through my intention. So when I wake up, I like to set an intention to move from love. This has been something that's been really powerful for me lately, and it's been a new aspect of my routine. So I'll share that with you if you're interested. As part of the Reiki practice, when you set an intention for a healing session, when I set an intention, I say to myself, so often if I'm quiet, I'm sometimes saying different affirmations to myself, or connecting with the sacred words and chants and things. But one of the things that I say and was taught to say by my wonderful and brilliant teachers is, I am a conduit for healing. I am a conduit for healing energy. I am a conduit for energetic healing. Something like this. And I really like that. I think it's a great way of setting the intention. It's a great way of connecting with that specific purpose of this beautiful connection and honoring that connection with you. So with that in mind, I've been setting the intention in the morning of, I am a conduit of love. I am a conduit of love. I then like to say, Great Spirit or Source, the source of all conscious awareness, the source of love, source of life, guide me today with love. I think Marianne Williamson talks about this idea of connecting to a divine source. And she also talks about sending love before you. And I found that really helpful. I send love before me. And I send love to all of you before we start these healing sessions. I send love to everyone I'm going to interact with. Send love to my beautiful dog and my partner, my friends, my family, everyone I send love to, and those who I'm going to interact with in that day, I send love. So that's a nice thing, just sending this energy. I did my taxes recently. As you're watching this, it'll have been a while ago, probably, because I'm trying to get ahead, but I did my taxes recently, and I sent love before me to those that I didn't know who would be doing my taxes, my accountant, and they were, I felt a noticeable shift, and it's not always necessarily about sort of when you send love, you change the way that someone will receive you, or you change someone else's behavior. I think very often it's about changing your own behavior. If you are sending love before you, at least for me, there's less of a tendency to make assumptions. If you can just try to send love before you, wherever you're going, wherever you're headed, just sending love. Okay. I love these little matches. I can leave the Etsy shop down below if you're interested. On that note, I also have, in terms of links, I will link my aura down below as well. I know a few of you have joined, that's so awesome. But I am working with the app Aura. This video isn't sponsored or anything like that, but I work with them now. I'm one of their coaches, and I have a bunch of meditations over there. I have a sleep story or two, some ASMR sounds, and yeah, I'm very lucky that they've given me a 30-day free trial for any of my friends and family to check it out. So feel free to use that link. You get to check it out for free for 30 days. So head on over and give it a try. And if you do sign up through that link that I'll leave below, then I get a percentage of that. But it's not not sponsored or anything like that. It's just, like friends or family or whoever can use that. But I think it's a really cool opportunity, so you might as well, take advantage of it. I love that app. I think it's a great app. And I think the coaches on there are really awesome. So I do want to just, I want that to be available to you if you're interested in more meditations. I do a meditation over there that I quite like. It's You Are the Universe in Human Form. I have a meditation on aging. And so feel free to check it out. Again, I'll leave that down below. But I forget to remind you in videos, and then I'm like, oh yeah, this is such a great thing. You feel like you, and those of you who have already done it, I know I've received some feedback from you saying you love it, so that's awesome, and thank you, because that does support my channel if you do sign up through the link. But you can also just check it out. Oh, there we go. Anyway, I have meditations about focus and things like that, and just doing something like that, a quick focus meditation, can be really helpful in the morning. So Mel Robbins, I think that's who says it, but it says that that you can start your day by saying, who do I want to be today? And how do you want to show up in your life today? How do you want to move through the choices that you have to make? What do you want to bring to this day? Who do you want to be today? What's your intention as you interact with others? My hope here is to encourage more connection, and to be really conscious of any transactional interactions, because I think when our focus is on connecting, I think energetically so many beautiful things can start to happen. I think when we treat our interactions as though they are sort of transactional, we can enter into some kind of gunky territory energetically. And I think that's can sort of open up a lot of doors and space for objectification and using people, and connection can sort of start to wane when we're doing too much of that. Granted, there are some situations where it is about in a business situation or whatever it might be that you have to navigate and see what makes the most sense. We have to stand up for ourselves and be strong and all of that, and stand up for our needs and be clear about what we want and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, I just encourage you just to bring maybe a little bit of awareness to the space of, is this with the intention of connecting, or is this with the intention of receiving? Is this transactional, or is this about connection? I just want to kind of invite that in here. Just kind of called to invite that in. So, here with our beautiful black pine and oak moss candle, our specialty wick, wood wick candle, we're going to set our intention for the day. So, on behalf of your highest, wisest, most empowered and aligned self, in loving comfort and perfect balance, I wish to conduct this Reiki session for grounding, focus, and calm. Now, how would you like to move through your day? What would you like to bring to the table, bring to this day? What kind of energy? Is there anyone in particular that you'd like to send love to today? Perhaps you could say, I send my love before me, so that every room I walk into is already filled with love. I send my love before me, so that every interaction I have comes from a place of love. I send my love before me, so that I might invite loving presence into my interactions with others. A balance, a focus, and also calm. This is like a frosted, or maybe it's like matte, but it has a very satisfying feeling. And I think the sound is nice. You can see my lotion is getting hot out of it. But that's okay. Alright, my love. You can set your intention anytime you want as well. You can reset it 50 times if you want. I'm going to place this candle here. And we're going to start to do a little bit of clearing. With our sage. This is an abalone shell that I use as my sacred ashtray. It's bigger than my head, but it belonged to my Nana, and I use it now. As my sacred ashtray, It's a perfect vessel for carrying these lovely bundles. We have dragon's blood sage bundle, a white sage bundle, another white sage bundle, 2 Palo Santo sticks. Although this one's quite big, it looks more like a branch. And some incense and things. I have to clear it out, but that's okay. So I'll start by lighting our sage. I'm going to use this one. So let's start by doing a bit of clearing. When you do get out of bed and you brush your teeth, wash your face, whatever it is that you start your morning with, you can invite in a sense of energetic clearing there too. Taking a shower, whatever it might be, you can say to yourself, I clear and cleanse the energy from yesterday or from the night. I start fresh. I start fresh. I start fresh. I start fresh. Today is a new day, full of opportunities. I am in charge of my energy. I have control over my thoughts, my decisions. I can choose how I move through the day. You have so much potential. You can do anything you set your mind to. And while certain things may be very, very hard, you may face many difficult challenges. Things may get tough, but you are much tougher. And you can do this. I know you can. I have here a spray bottle, and this has moon water charged in our very powerful full moon, and there's also tea tree and cedar wood. It's a very invigorating blend, and it's also very grounding. So this is a really nice one to start the day. I absolutely love tea tree. I can't get enough of it. And I think starting with a bit of tea tree, however that is, you can keep it on your bedside table or whatever you have near your bed or in the bathroom. I think starting with a little boost of some tea tree is a great way to invigorate the day. So I'm going to spray here to your right, to your left, down at your feet, above that beautiful head of yours. Let that wash over you. Okay, very good. Very good. Very good. Love it. Okay. Wonderful. Just placing my hands outside of your body here. Just moving through, placing my hands, hovering outside of your physical body, sending beautiful energy into your aura, helping you move through the day with balance, alignment. Integrating your wants with your actions, living in integrity. So I wanted to share a few stones that I always like to use for, actually that's not true. I like to use these stones. I'll sort of swap out certain ones depending. But this general combination I think is one that I really love. if you were just going to use 2 stones for this idea of starting your day off with a sense of focus, sense of mental clarity, and a sense of kind of that vibrant energy, but also balanced with a sense of calm, a sense of ease, a sense of peace and harmony. Then the 2 stones that I would always go to for that are fluorite. Particularly, I love indigo fluorite and howlite. For some people, howlite can be a little too sleepy, a little too drowsy, but I love using this combination. I think that especially if the fluorite has been cleared and charged and has a real powerful energy to it, I think this can be fantastic for really sort of that clarity of mind and also a real focused energy. I really find that incredibly helpful and powerful, and I think that howlite, especially a smaller piece, can be great for balancing that, inviting in a sense of calm. So this is a great combination for this kind of intention, the specific calling in of focus and calm, that beautiful marriage of the 2. So I'm just going to start moving these 2 through your aura, and then we'll invite the other 2 and move those 2 through. Let me show you here up close. Okay. Here's our fluorite. It's got a white little base, and then it's got that very typical cubic shape. My fingernails are dirty from that sage pencil. But here, some wonderful indigo fluorite. I love this stone. And then the howlite. These are in my sleep boxes. So if you've gotten a sleep box, howlite comes in there. The howlite in there is a little bit bigger than this one, but yeah. Okay. So we're going to move these through. This could be nice to set. As you're setting your intention, you could hold these 2 in your hands, receiving this energy, letting it flow through your body. So I'm going to place this howlite on your 3rd eye here. Lovely, so that's just going to be playing there in the 3rd eye. And now I have this fluorite. And I'm going to place this right on the crown of your head, okay? Like that. Very good. Now the other 2 stones that I think are really nice for balancing this energy are blue lace agate. Love this for gentle connection and communication, sharing your truth from a place of kindness. I I love using blue lace agate for that. Blue lace agate is also a great one for gentle expression, self-expression, but also you can use it for connecting with guides. And it has a very angelic feel. So if you were to pair blue lace agate with angelite, that's a really nice pairing for calling in your guides. And then this septarian for grounding, for sending grounding energy. I love septarian. It's a great stone for setting boundaries. So if you're pairing something like a septarian with something like a rhodonite or a rose quartz, that can be a powerful combination as well, because you are standing up for yourself, making your needs known, valuing yourself, and also connecting from a place of love, connecting with others. Brene Brown talks about how the kindest people are often, from her research, the most boundaried. So people with the strongest boundaries, the strongest sense of communicating what they need and setting boundaries around things that they don't want in their lives, that those people have more space and have a higher capacity for kindness and compassion for others. So that really kind of takes a spin on this idea that self-care is in some way selfish. Rather than that, from the research, it shows that when we look after ourselves and we prioritize our needs and we make those needs known, then we actually have more capacity for spreading love and kindness in the world. Just an interesting thing to think about. If you ever start feeling a little judgy of yourself or others for self-care, self-love, or any of that kind of stuff, it's important just to remember that actually the most direct route to helping others is to take care of yourself first. Take care of yourself first. Then you can more effectively take care of others. So we're going to leave the rose quartz, but I wanted to invite in this blue lace agate. You could use sodalite as well, but I wanted to use this blue lace agate because this is for gentle communication in any of those connections that you send love to today. Okay? And then this one for grounding and for boundaries. So we're just finding a balance here with all of these things. Balance between focus and calm. We don't want to be so focused that we're sort of losing track of why we're doing things. We don't want to be so focused that becomes our sense of self-worth. We don't want to become so focused that we lose track of our connections with others, that we become really stressed out. We want to be able to have focus and also have calm. This is what I'm going to intend for my day. This is how I want to show up. And if I am not able to show up and get all my to-dos done, that has no bearing on my sense of self-worth. That has no bearing on how I, the love and belonging that I deserve. That has no bearing on my value. I am focused and at peace. Focused. And also I have a deeper awareness of the sense that this has all got its place. Focus has a place. Relaxation has a place. Connections with others has a place. There's space for all of this. There's space for all of it. And a balance between that gentle expression of your needs, that gentle communication, being a great listener, showing up for others, connecting from a place of love, and also setting boundaries, feeling grounded. Grounded, 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 expressive, 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 calm, calm, place these outside of your hips here, grounding you in these beautiful properties. So I'm going to do a little rattle, shake things up, seal everything in as we close. And you move through your day with all of this beautiful, vibrant energy. I love that sound. Starting at the crown here. So much for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day or night. Maybe you work at night, maybe you have to sleep during the day, and maybe you sleep at night and work during the day. But whatever it is that you're moving through, I'm sending you love and support, and I hope this is helpful for you. Just know that in this little corner of the internet, I am sending you so much love, and fortunately we are an incredible community here, and all of you are sending love to each other, which is really cool. I mean, I love reading your comments. I love connecting with you. It's really one of the great joys in my life. Thank you for sharing, for showing up for yourself and for others. And yeah, thank you. I'm very grateful for you, each and every one of you. So thank you. Okay. You are divine. You are connected. You are expressive. You are loved. You are strong. You are creative. You are safe. Safe and grounded. Focused. Calm. Relaxed. Expressive. Kind. Grounded and safe. Alright, until we meet again, be so well. These are the ritual healing boxes. I just wanted to show you inside. This is actually the self-love box. Each of them come with 2 crystal embedded tea candles and 3 gemstones. So this one has a rose quartz, a green aventurine, and a unakite. Love that for self-love. They come with the same large incense cones. This one is a gardenia. And with this rose and vitamin E anointing oil. So it's rose with a vitamin E carrier oil, and that's just to kind of anoint yourself. You can do it on pressure points. I like to do it on my temples or behind my ears. And then you can have them in this box. Just kind of keep them here with your crystal collection. So the link is in the bio if you're interested. Thank you to everyone who's purchased one, and I hope you feel the love that I put into it. Okay. Can you come up on the pillow? She just wants cuddles. Come on. For today's video, I just wanted to do a little chakra activation. And just doing a little bit of balancing and aligning. But this is a new kind of video for me. I usually, speak directly to the collective instead of the individual. So that always happens when I'm trying to do it like a perspective. Maybe your perspective on things is a little clouded at the moment. I'm not sure if that resonates with you, but that's what I'm getting here. But just sort of being aware of what is coming in so that we can be more prepared to make that decision. I love metallic sounds. There's like clicky clacky sounds. But it does have kind of a funny smell.